Have you ever had your children spend hours and hours staring at the screen of their phones, playing games, being on social media, and when it's time to turn it off, they get angry with you? I think that as parents, we all have this daily struggle with our children. But in the long run, these habits will end up deteriorating the relationship that we have with them. My name is Chananya Abraham, and I'm a licensed psychotherapist specializing in parenting, young adults, and family therapy for over 15 years. In this video, I'm going to share with you 7 habits to help your children stop being addicted to their phones, so that at the end of this video, you can get the confidence in how to communicate with your kids and their unhealthy phone habits. The goal here is so that you can like your children as much as you love them. Let's get started. Rule number 1, set clear structure and boundaries. Establish very firm screen time rules, like no phones at meals, before bed, so that the structure becomes this true source of freedom. With our kids, they crave freedom. They crave to have structure because that's what's going to give them freedom. So when we set boundaries about what, when, and where they can have their phones, it really helps make sure that they are not going to get addicted to their phones. When we set certain times when they can have their phones, that also helps. It's not just about being restrictive. It's about making sure that they have a segue or a time or a place where they can use their phones as well. So set clear structure and boundaries around their phone use. Rule number 2 is to model self-control and persistence with their phones. Kids see everything and they model everything that we do as parents. And if we are not going to have structure around our phones, if we are not going to have a time or a place where we put down our phones, how can we expect our kids to listen to us? When we have a structure, when we have a time and a place where we say, hey, I'm not bringing my phone here, when our kids see us turn our phones over and push it away from us, because right now we're having a talk with them or our spouses, it puts them in a situation to realize, oh, okay, I can be separate from this. I can be in a place where I don't have to be connected to this. And that's really, really important for our kids to know. So rule number 2 is to model behavior. Model self-control and persistence when it comes to our own phone use. Rule number 3, offer meaning and purpose beyond screens. Engage our kids with activities that give them a real sense of accomplishment, such as sports, design, faith, even music. Put them in a situation where there's something more than phones. If the kids are only thing they're going to know is phone use, then all they're going to want is phone use. So let them have something. Give them something that can be helpful more than just their phones. Rule number 4, I think, is really, really important and something that I know I've struggled with as a parent, and hopefully something that my wife and I have made some gains on ourselves. Teach digital awareness and media manipulation. There are so many different places and things out there that can be very helpful when it comes to social media, when it comes to online games, and it can help with brain development and eye movement and ADHD and anxieties. But at the same time, there's so many things online that could be unhealthy and unsafe and things that we would never want our kids to be exposed to. Teach our kids about this. Teach your kid that there are things out there that they shouldn't be doing, that they shouldn't be seeing, that they shouldn't be exposed to. And by us being able to create awareness to their digital time that they're going to spend online, it goes a really, really long way for them being structured and not getting thrown into a rabbit hole that can really, really be unhealthy. Rule number 5, build a strong family culture of connection. When our kids have something to attach to, like we talked about in rule number 3, when it comes to sports, music, or faith, when they have something else there, when we prioritize deep, meaningful connections to human beings through rituals, through shared meals, through meaningful conversations, it takes away from that digital distraction. And it makes it that, oh, I'm missing out on something because we're all doing something together. I'm on my phone. By us having something our kids can turn to and we have something healthier to replace it with, it puts us and it puts them in a situation where they want to be a part of us. And it puts them in a situation where like, hey, I don't want this. I don't want to just be using my thumb all day. I want to be able to be somewhere else. I want to be with my family. I want to be with my friends. I want to be with my peers. And that goes a very, very long way. And I think that's really, really important. So rule number 5 is to create strong family culture around connectedness, because that can really make sure that our kids don't fall to that phone-to-phone addiction. Rule number 6 is really, really important as well. And we want to be able to encourage real-world competence and responsibility. So when we give kids meaningful responsibilities at home or in the community, and they have a real sense of achievement for what they're doing, it puts them in a place where they're going to build up a certain confidence that phones and whatever they're accomplishing on the phone can never, ever, ever replicate, because now they're being a part of something. They just cleaned up the whole park to get it ready for spring. They just shoveled the old person's driveway before, they had to leave their house. And that person was never going to be able to leave their house if not for the fact that every single afternoon they have to go shovel the next door neighbor. You're putting them in situations where they feel a part of something, not just for themselves, even the family unit, but for the greater good, for the overall community that they live in. And that can really help make sure that there's not going to be unhealthy behaviors that they're going to fall to. And the last rule is to foster independent thinking and resilience. Teach kids about trends and about how to resist peer pressure. We've all experienced it, whether it's ourselves, our siblings, or maybe some of our kids, where, well, they have it, so I want to have it. Everyone has this. Everyone has the latest thing. Well, when we teach kids about independence and they can be the best version of themselves, and it's not about everyone else, then what we're doing is we're saying, hey, I can be me. I don't have to be that. I'm able to have who I am, what I am, dress the way I want to dress without having to think about other people and what the latest trends are. When we have that way of being able to have things for ourselves that allow us to connect to us in a way where it's not about others, then the insecurities of being around others, the insecurities of having other people comment is not going to be there anymore. And therefore, not having to make sure that the video I just posted gets likes and comments 24/7 within 3 seconds of posting it won't be an anxiety anymore. So when we harbor and foster independent thinking and resilience, it allows a child to be the best version of themselves, not because of others, but because of themselves. And I think these 7 things are so important and so helpful for making sure that our kids do not get addicted to their phone use. So at this point, you already have the 7 habits to get your children to stop spending all day in front of the screen. I would like to know which one has caught your attention the most and which one you are going to implement as soon as possible. Don't forget to subscribe so that you don't miss any videos and that you can be a better parent every day.